Hello again. I've enjoyed this Cavalcade deck so much that I decided to find another league and hop into it and try to play an updated version of the Cavalcade Calamity deck with the Atarka's command. If I can. So that's what we're doing. So Atarka's command plus Cavalcade, you remember all this fun stuff. So this is season 16 of the MTG Frontier subreddit. And we are running against a mono black control list. If I can just. Fortunately, I haven't used Cockatrice much. So I'm sure Master will be back. He's playing a 61 card special. So it's gonna be interesting. They do have a lot of life gain. They do have the 4 gifted Etherborn. And they have one Joseph S, one Kalidas. I feel like they want to do turn 1 duress. They don't have many turn 1 plays. Going into our deck, I believe we went up on 1-drops. We're now playing 4 Bowmac Courier, 4 Firebrands as usual, but we also went up to 4 Monasteries for Spears and 3 Tin Streets, all of which I faced. So we're going to roll a d20 as well, and we roll a 1 to the 19. And then now we're going to draw 7. As far as this hand, has a lot of 1-drops plus this. This is a keep in our books. We can turn 1 Ronnie Nap, and then turn 2 Bloodstained Mire, and then get a Swiss Spear. Having issues with the mulliganing and drawing the proper amount of cards. Fortunately, we are all on the draw. Oh, this is really rough. They're mulling. I mean, then again, their deck does have 23 lands. They do have ways to get to ramp after that. Yep. So we do get to untap. We get to draw for turn. We drew another land. But we're just going to play Running Up Ruins, play Bomac Courier, and go to combat, attack, yep. There's nothing else we can do this turn, and then we will pass back to them. So the worst thing they can do is slam a Gifted Etherborn. We will untap, we'll draw for turn. Double land is kind of annoying. We don't need the... We can Bloodstain Mire, pay 2 life, we go down to 18. What could they have? They have 2 cast downs. They have a cast down, it's not that bad until we exile the second card. So we'll play Bloodstained Mire. We will crack it, paying a life. Finding a mountain. I think I want to play the second Bomac Courier. It doesn't allow them to have a second point of it. If they have 1 cast down, they have to use on this, and we already have a second means to draw cards. And we can then cast Swift Spear. And then we can play... I think playing Tin Street's gonna be better since they have less creatures and they still have to deal with this. We will go to combat and attack like this. And we will then... They did the damage, we are tapped out, so we will simply pass the turn. They didn't have any removal, which I would have done against this first Bomac Courier before it got out of hand. Now next turn we can get a fresh hand. He's gonna read the bones. He drew one card. We draw an Atarka's command for turn. Sheesh. If we were to go off this turn, how much damage is this? 3 there at 11. That's 10. They're at 2. What does this leave us vulnerable to? Any sort of life gain? They topped something, so that's the issue. I'm going to be surprised if they have Languish next turn. And if that's the case, we can wood it for hills, crack it for a stomping ground. So we can crack this for a stomping ground, Atarka's command, play Monasteries for Spear, crack that for a stomping ground, take 3, so we're at 16, and then probably land and +1/+1. Then we swing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much damage is this? 1. Is it land and +1/+1, or is it land? Or is it 3 damage +1/+1? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 12, they're at 2. I think if we just plus everything, so 3, 4, 5, this is still a ton of damage. Yeah, I definitely like getting a stomping ground here. I like playing Monasteries for Spear. Yeah. So this is 2, 4, 6, 9. I'm going to end the turn here. Is this Languish? This is double Gifted Aetherborn. Gonna draw 3 cards, and there's the win. So we untap, draw for turn. So basically what's going to happen here is we can play Atarka's command, give this unblockable, plus it. See? Okay. Now that we have that game under wraps, we can cut these Tin Streets. They're not going to be that great against in this matchup. Frost Down is going to be great. That's an easy switch. Want to draw. They have 2 cast downs. I think we would rather have Rampaging Froster instead of Spitfire. Spitfire is great, but do we really want it? And I think Rose is going to be strictly better Lightning Strike. Only because it can deal 5 damage and kill most of their things. As far as carries us, really want to keep it like this, but I really like 1-drop, 3-drop. Thinking we have a lot of value cards at 2-drop. Cindervines is a card I don't want to bring in. I think I'm happy with this setup. I don't really like the idea of having 6 drops, but the fact is none of their creatures can effectively block a Spitfire, so I will be ready to start as well. We will draw 7. I actually like this hand. The issue is not much. I mean, this is definitely a tough spot for him. But they take Chandra, which I understand why. It's just something that they just cannot deal with. But we get to untap. We get to draw for turn. We hit another land. We want to play Rotting Out Ruins into Bomat Courier. Swing in for 1. And then end the turn. Now they should be aware that this is our only creature. And right now, our one card is worse than our entire hand right now. Probably depending on how does he want to. He has probably a cast. He may have a Corrupted Grassstone. How did you sideboard illegally? Well, that is the game. That was very unexpected. Overall, this deck did extremely well in the first game. I know that line where I didn't like drop him to 2 was questionable, but overall, it seemed like the correct play because they were pseudo dead the following turn, and we can just refill our hands of 4 cards and then try to kill them the following turn. And we happen to draw 2 Atarka's commands, which does help. So, thank you for the game, and until next time.